Well, it's a big show.
I must dig my dig in the mashed potatoes. Go hog.
This is a team sport. It's not a talent-based sport.
We got Bobby fucking Petrino back. If I'm honest with myself right now, it's a cool 12-0. Oh, look at that tornado. Oh, already one mess up. There we go. We're in it now. Guys, if you're seeing my face, it's time for the college football tailgate. That's right. The college football tailgate is here and popping. I, of course, am not XFL Jim. In fact, I am your guest co-host, Chase, the Wolf of Oaklawn. You might know me from my podcast, The Notorious OTB. No big deal. No big deal. I'm not trying to big shot anybody. But someone who can big shot some people joining me today, you know him as the man, the myth, the Uncle Rico. Ladies and gentlemen, Uncle Rico. What's up, buddy?
What's up, dude? How you doing, man?
I'm making it. Can we talk turkey real quick? Can we talk turkey? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
When I say talk turkey, dear YouTube TV, dear ESPN, get your shit together because I'm about to have to go through my second week of not having any ESPN channels or being able to watch games on those channels. I had to watch the Fox games, for the love of God. What do you think about this, Uncle Rico?
Jesus, dude. Are you going to just go the dark side, get FUBU?
No, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I will say it's forcing me to watch the Arkansas Michigan State game tonight. Basketball.
Dude, I was going to bring that up. Big game. Like,
have you seen our backcourt? Do you know how much trouble you're in?
I know your boy Boogie is down in Gainesville now.
Yeah, he's at Florida. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I don't even know who your backcourt is, dude.
It's I remember one name. It's A-Cuff, and I can't remember who the other kid is, but they're nasty. They're a nasty backcourt.
All I know is this, dude, is I've been doing well to start the season in college basketball. Looking forward to when we transition over.
Yeah.
Had a good night yesterday. Went 4-1. Regretfully, I did bet the Fighting Doug Dock Leafs, and that was my only loss. That was my mistake.
Yeah.
He looks like he's aged like 10 years, dude. Like he looks old as shit. How do you feel about the outlook for your guys' season though?
I thought about putting a irresponsible sized wager on us to win it all this year.
Ooh.
I think we might. I'm going to say at least Elite Eight. At least Elite Eight. I don't know. I should learn to not have expectations because that only ends poorly for me as a Razorbacks fan. But anyway, that's basketball. We're here to talk football. It's week 11 of college football, and we're going to go through this slate, see what sort of plays we have. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to start it off. Number 2, Indiana taking on Penn State. Indiana on the road, laying 14. Penn State plus 500 on the money line. Total at 49.5. Do you have anything here, Uncle Rico?
I got nothing here, my friend.
I got something. Looking at every stat split in this game, Indiana just absolutely towers on paper. And I think that Indiana isn't just on a mission to win. I think they're on their fuck you tour where they plan on winning every game with margin to kind of solidify their position in the and seeding in the tournament whenever it hits playoff time. So I'm going to go ahead and say Indiana wins it by more than 2 tutters and taking them minus 14.
Okay. It's going to be interesting to see like how much Penn State fights. I mean,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, what is their level?
Right. Kurt Signetti just doesn't strike me as someone who's going to take his foot off the gas either.
He's kind of like old school Bobby Bowden, trying to win every game by like 50 points.
Right. Well, moving on, Temple, Army. Army laying 7 at home, Temple plus 220 on the money line, and 45.5 is the total. I know I didn't have anything here.
Our buddy XFL Jim has Temple plus 6.5 and a sprinkle on Temple plus 204.
Ooh.
I have nothing though.
Yeah, I like how saucy he gets with some of these. All right, moving on. Two programs who are just circling the shitter drain, Colorado and West Virginia. West Virginia laying 6 at home. They are on the mountain, of course, plus 190 for Colorado on the money line, 52.5. I didn't touch this because both teams are so bad. It feels like it would be a system play for me to take West Virginia. I don't like them laying points here, though.
I really wanted to fade West Virginia coming off that big win over Houston last week. I couldn't get there just because Colorado has just been so trash this year too, and just so unreliable. But our friend XFL Jim took West Virginia here minus the 6. Yeah, minus the 6.
Just by the way, I've seen the photo that Jim sent with all of his picks on it. So Uncle Rico's gonna have his hands full giving his picks as well as
he's got some chicken scratch. I thought my handwriting was bad. I mean, he makes my handwriting look elite.
Just elite. You even write in cursive. All right, here we go. Next game. James Madison, the Dukes taking on the Marshall Thundering Herd. James Madison laying 13.5 on the road, plus 425 for Marshall on the money line, total at 54.5. This was a hard pass for me. I usually don't like playing because I think it's James Madison. I really don't like playing road teams with that big of a number.
Jim here has the over. It's either 54.5 or 59.5. I can't tell, but he played the over here.
Yeah, 54.5, I believe.
54.5. Sorry.
It's all right. Moving on. Number 8, BYU. Number 9, Texas Tech. Texas Tech, the 11.5 point favorite. BYU plus 325. Total set at 50. I'm in on this one. What about you?
I have nothing but XFL Jim did a sprinkle on BYU plus 363 and plus 12.5.
So looking at this one, I saw a team that runs the ball well with BYU against a team that defends against the run extremely well at Texas Tech. BYU doesn't match up well on defense to stop the Texas Tech offense. I think this game everyone thought might be more competitive, could get out of hand, and I could see Tech winning this thing by 2 tutters. They are fired up down in Lubbock. They've been camping out for days for this game. So I think Texas Tech handles business. BYU, good team. Very good team, but I think that the home field advantage plus how they kind of match up puts me on Texas Tech. I took them minus the 11.5.
Okay.
Southern Miss, Arkansas State plus 4.5. Southern Miss minus 190 on the money line. Total is set at 55, and I'm amazingly in on this one too. What do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to ask you beforehand. What do you think I'm going to do with this Southern Miss Arkansas State game?
I think you're going to fade Butch Jones.
Damn it. I expected you to say that, oh, you're definitely on Arkansas State because you're a dirty homer, which is typically what I would do. I'm on Southern Miss minus 4.5 here. Arkansas State couldn't stop a nosebleed on defense. So I think when you look at the two offenses, apples to apples, then you see a definite edge for Southern Miss, especially throwing the ball. So I'm taking Southern Miss minus the 4.5 here. SMU, Boston College. SMU 10-point road favorite. Boston College plus 325 on the money line. Total 54.5. I thought about taking this one, and then I thought better of it and decided not to take this one. What about?
I took BC. I got them at plus 10.5 or plus 360. First off, it's a red bandana game, one of the most emotional atmospheres in college football every year. You can always count on BC to come out fired up. Tough scheduling spot for SMU. They're coming off an overtime win over Miami where they had zero chance of winning, but Miami is one of the most undisciplined teams in the country. And they have Louisville on deck, classic sandwich spot. Boston College, meanwhile, is finally getting healthy. Jim has really been high on this team. And when I did a deep dive, they've been the most injuredly ridden team in the Power Four group this season. They're coming off 2 solid performances, went toe-to-toe for 3 quarters against Louisville and Notre Dame. Game was a lot closer than the scores indicated. They led the Irish in the 3rd quarter last week before a late pick six and a 94-yard run turned the game. This team is competing. As for the matchup, SMU's quarterback Jennings isn't 100%. They're not able to run the ball defensively. The Mustangs have struggled against the pass. That's exactly where BC can attack. When the teams are throwing for 320 against SMU, they've lost both games. BC is going to be able to force some turnovers. I think they'll get a couple here. I think the BC game is going to be able to pass on this SMU game, keep it interesting. Classic look ahead spot for SMU, who's banged up, just struggling defending the pass, which Boston College likes to do. So I took the money line here at plus 360 and the plus 10.5. I'm scouring Jim's notes right now. Scouring.
Where Sports Facts 21. Sports Facts asked, "Where's Jimmy?" And the answer, you know what answer I'm going to give? He threw his back out, lugging that big old massive hog around. That's what he did. No, I believe he's working today, unfortunately. So,
man, just keeping him down.
What'd you say?
The man, just keeping him down, man.
The man, dude. Fuck the man. Here we go. Next game, number 5, the Georgia Bulldogs taking on Mississippi State. Georgia 9-point favorite on the road. You get plus 300 on the money line for Mississippi State. Total set at 56.5. I didn't touch this. This feels like a game that Georgia could kind of leave the back door open for a cover here for Mississippi State. What did you think?
I took Mississippi State plus 9.5. I did take the plus 280 on the money line as well. Georgia's been living on the edge. They need a big comeback to beat Florida. They've got Texas on deck. Could be, I think it's a flat spot here. Plus, let's be honest, they're getting a whistle, dude. I mean, Florida game, there was that catch. They ruled not a catch, and the Auburn fiasco at the goal line. There's going to be a game where they don't get the benefit of the whistle. When you look at Mississippi State, they've been competitive just about every game. They should have been Texas, Tennessee, Florida. They played Texas A&M tight. This is a team that's better than the record shows. And I'm looking at it, they got 5 wins, and looking at the remaining schedule, this could be the best spot where they could get a win to lock up a bowl game. When I look at it, offensively, they're putting up 33 points per game, 36 nationally, 250 through the air, 157 on the ground. Shelton's been steady, throwing for over 2,000 yards, 15 tutties. He's got reliable weapons in Thompson and Edwards. Solid run game defensively. They're not elite, but they're sound. They don't create a ton of pressure or takeaway, but Georgia's offense hasn't exactly been dominant either. Their defense can't generate any pressure that we've seen in recent years. Secondary isn't as sharp. I think Mississippi State's going to be able to move the ball. And in the motivation edge, Georgia's look at spot, Mississippi State fighting for bowl eligibility. I'll take the bell cow here, plus 9.5 and plus 280 on the money line. And Jimmy, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, I can't say that I dislike that play. I think you're pretty well right on with what Georgia is doing, because Georgia has very much been living on the edge. And what you had Jim's picks?
He has Mississippi State plus 5.5 for the first half.
Okay. Breaking it up into halves. Speaking of breaking it up, which is a terrible transition, we got Missouri State taking on Liberty. Liberty's an 8-point favorite at home. Missouri State plus 250. Total set at 51. Hard pass. I don't know enough about either of these teams to play this game.
Missouri State and who? Liberty? Nothing. I got nothing and Jimmy's got nothing. Oh, and it seems like Chase has frozen. So I will go ahead and I will take over. My next bet is, are you back, buddy? You back? Shepherd the lost sheep. All right, so my next bet is I took UTEP here. I got UTEP at plus 1.5. Now, since Nelson's got benched, UTEP's offense looks much sharper. They're moving the ball effectively. They're playing with confidence. But the real story is their defense. They were second in the country in EPA per play of teams that are not the Power 5, with Power 4, which is huge. They can stop the run. This is exactly what you need to do against Jacksonville State, because when you make them throw, they struggle. Also, it's a great spot situational lead. Jackson State, Scott, Kennesaw State on deck. Classic look-ahead spot. UTEP, meanwhile, still has a shot to make a bowl game. Still highly motivated. Last week, they actually outplayed Kennesaw State. Lost only plus 16 points. Were given up on special teams. That's fluky stuff. That's unlikely to repeat. And when you look at Jacksonville State's resume, their wins just aren't impressive. So I'll take UTEP here, plus 1.5. A motivated team playing better offensively. One of the better defenses in the nation that no one really talks about in EPA, facing an opponent that's due for a flat spot, due for a little bit of regression. Sorry,
Thank
buddy.
you, Uncle Rico. Thank you for keeping it rolling.
What game's next, my friend? I just went with UTEP.
There we go. Next, we got Ohio State, Purdue. This line actually just moved, just ticked down from 30 to minus 29 for Ohio State. Purdue, a healthy 22.5 to 1. Total here at 49. I hate playing these big, ugly numbers mid-season. It was a hard pass for me.
Yeah. I got nothing here. The one thing that Ohio State is doing is Ohio State is playing at a lot slower pace, though. So, they may be able to keep it close. It looks like our boy has froze again. So I'm just going to go ahead and go with my next bet. Oh, sorry, dude. You back, buddy? Hello? All right, so I'm going to go with my next bet. I took Missouri here, plus 7 and plus 225. I know they're playing their third string quarterback here, but honestly, he's looked solid against Vanderbilt. Actually, a better pure passer than the other quarterbacks they have used. They're coming off a bye. This is going to give extra time with Missouri staff a chance to build a game plan that fixes still stat. That's huge when Texas A&M has no real tape or idea what to expect. I think this is a classic spot play. Texas A&M really doesn't need this game. Missouri does. They're coming off a bye. Their defensive line is legit. I think they're going to be able to generate pressure and disrupt this Aggies offense. And another key stat, Missouri averages 25 more offensive plays per game than their opponents. That means they control tempo, sustain drives, keep Texas A&M's offense on the sideline. Combine that with an Aggies defense that's been bad tackling. We've got a recipe for a live underdog. So I'm grabbing Missouri here, plus 7. I'm going to sprinkle on that money line at plus 225 as well. Chase, are you back, my friend? All right, so I'm going to jump in. I'm just going to rattle off all of Jim's plays for Saturday. He took ECU and Charlotte under 57.5. Temple plus 6.5. JMU over 54.5. West Virginia minus 6. Florida State on the money line. Cal plus 18. Missouri State plus 5.5. Rice on the money line. Texas A&M and Missouri under 48.5. BYU plus 12.5. Auburn and Vandy under 45.5. Delaware plus 6. Navy and Notre Dame over 55. Hawaii at a pick'em. His sprinkles are Tulsa plus 14.5. Sorry, Tulsa, not Tulsa plus 14.5. These are money lines, people. My bad. Tulsa plus 145. Kentucky plus 141. Temple plus 204. BYU plus 363. Auburn plus 206. Delaware plus 196. And Hawaii plus 215, I believe. I can't read his handwriting. Are you back, my friend? Jim's teaser of the day is we are going with, for his teaser, JMU minus 6.5, Coastal Carolina minus 1.5, Virginia Pick'em, Liberty minus 2, Alabama minus 5, New Mexico State plus 15.5. That teaser plays plus 800. Oh, I was just
let me see
Jim's plays real quick.
Okay. So let me go ahead. I'm going to try to catch up here. I'll tell you everything. You know what? I'm just going to give you, with the shitty, unstable internet connection we have here, I'm just going to go ahead and rip through these and get.
He is battling in in Arkansas. So I'm just going to go ahead. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm just going to rattle through my plays. If Chase comes back, he'll rattle through his. My plays is I am starting with Iowa here plus 6.5 plus 200. First off, I don't really think Oregon is that good. Their best win is Penn State. They got handled by Indiana, a team that Iowa nearly beat. I'm still not sold on Deontay Moore. I think he's overrated quarterback who's going to struggle big time against this Iowa defense. Now let's talk about the conditions. It's going to be cold, rainy, maybe even snowy. The total sitting at 40. When you get a low total like that, it definitely favors Iowa with their style of football. They're going to be able to run the ball, control the clock, let the defense and the special team win on the field. Position battle. The weather will also take away Oregon's speed advantage, and this isn't a dome. It's going to be a wet track. It's going to be a grind out Big Ten slugfest. Here's another key trend. Kurt, as an underdog, covers 58% of the time when he's at home getting 6 or more, 7-3 ATS. Give me Iowa here plus 6.5. I took a shot at plus 200 on the money line. Chase, why don't you write off your plays and I'll finish, my friend?
Sure. Let's see where I stopped. I got Rice minus 110 on the money line. They're just a 1-point dog there. I'm taking Delaware against La Tech plus 6 and 190 on the money line. I heard a little bit of your Mizzou assessment, and I completely agree with you. I'm taking Mizzou plus the 6.5. I'm sprinkling the plus 220 on the money line. I'm going under 48.5 here. I think this is going to be a 6.5. You got them firing Hughes Freeze. I think it's a rally around the interim. I'm taking Florida State plus 100 on the money line against Clemson. I'm on the under in Notre Dame and Navy 55.5. And my round robin is going to be the Rice money line, Delaware money line, Mizzou money line, Florida State money line.
I like it. I will finish off here real quickly. UConn plus 9.5 plus 280. Let's talk about the spot. This game means nothing for Duke in terms of their ACC college football playoff goals. They control their own destiny in the conference play. Now you have to travel, play a non-conference road game against UConn right after an emotional win over Clemson. Virginia on deck. Historically speaking, ACC teams coming off a win over Clemson have struggled. 12-18 ATS, just 40% big letdown spot. Matchup itself, major test for the Blue Devils offensive line. UConn brings relentless pass rush that can disrupt rhythm, force mistakes. Defensively, Duke has struggled in coverage, can't tackle in space. They allow a ton of yards after catch. That plays in the hands of what UConn's offense was built to do. Meanwhile, the Huskies are strong defending the pass, which is the path to slowing down this Duke attack, forcing them off schedule. UConn also holds a special team edge, another key factor when you're getting multiple scores. When I just look at the situational, the matchup advantage, and the Clemson trend, I'm going to take UConn here. I took Wake Forest plus 6.5. Again, they play Virginia. This is a look-ahead spot. Virginia has Duke on deck. And honestly, Virginia's been one of the luckiest teams in the entire country. They should have lost to Louisville, Washington State, Florida State, and North Carolina. All 4 of those games, they were outgained in. When I do my little power rankings, they're not even in the top 60. I think this team is brutal. I think they should be 5-3, 4-4. When you talk about the matchups, the best unit on the field is going to be Wake Forest's defense. They've been playing really solid football. I think Wake is going to be able to move the ball. This Virginia defense, which has been valuable all season. And in the situational spot, defense advantage and the regression coming from Virginia, give me Wake here plus 6.5. LSU plus 10. I just love it. I think this is LSU Super Bowl. Everything coming out, how the players can't stand Brian Kelly. He's gone. I think we're going to see their best effort of the season. This is a team's going to come out loose, energized, something to prove. On the other side, I just don't think Alabama is that good when you look at it. I know they could run the ball consistently. They can't generate pressure defensively. That's huge because LSU's weakness is their offensive line. If Bama can't get home, this gives LSU time offensively. I think LSU will be able to run the ball here, shorten the game, keep Simpson and the Alabama offense on the sidelines. I'm going to take LSU here, plus 10, their Super Bowl best effort. And also for you, Chase, last one on the board, give me Kentucky plus 3. I love the Wildcats here. Florida, I think they're done. They just played that Georgia game. They should have won. I don't think they're going to have anything to tank. I think the coaching bump from last week is gone. All the new wrinkles are gone because now there's film. All the Florida's weapons are banged up, not going to be playing. They can't generate pressure defensively. That's a big problem against the Kentucky offense. It actually matches up well here. I think they're going to be able to use the short passing game to exploit the Florida defense. I think Kentucky's motivated. I think they're playing for a bowl. Give me Kentucky here plus the 3. My round robin. God, what was my round robin? I am spacing. I'm what my round robin is. UTEP, Kentucky, UConn. I'm totally spacing on what it was, buddy. I am totally spacing. Give me 2 seconds to look it up. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now, man. I mean, I think we're going to see a great. I want to get there with a money line, but I don't think that LSU is quite going to be able to get it. Historically speaking, DeBoll has struggled covering these big numbers. My money line round robin: Mississippi State, UTEP, Iowa, UConn, and Kentucky.
There we go. And I, once again, was Rice, Delaware, Mizzou, Florida State, all on the money line. I'm going to go ahead and just end this brutal stream we've just had. That's going to do it for us here at the College Football Tailgate. I think we got all of our plays out there. Eric, thank you for deciphering the hieroglyphics that is Jim's handwriting to deliver those plays while he's still gone. Are we going to? Well, let's wait till next week to get back on our ladder bet.
I think our ladder's still going, right?
Yeah, we're still going. Still going.
Let's wait till next week.
Let's wait. Let's get Jim in to make sure he's on board. So, all right, guys, that's it for the College Football Tailgate. Sorry.
And we're frozen again. Dude, battling, dude. The the Arkansas internet is real. Yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Make sure to check out that man's podcast, The Notorious OTB. Also, check me out on Tuesdays.